Hello everybody, it's me, Shay. Thank you so much for joining me today for this week's WIP and Chat. WIP, W-I-P, stands for Work in Progress. And chat, we're just gonna hang out. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on my video and for hanging out with us. And if you've come back before and this is more than your first time, thank you so much. I really do appreciate y'all continuing to support my channel and everything I've got going on here. So thank you. All right. How is everybody? Are y'all good? It is, let's see, it's Wednesday, May 1st, the day that I'm filming this. You guys will see this, so it's Wednesday for me / Thursday for you if you're watching this the day that it comes out. So yeah, we made it to May. Crazy. Speaking of that, I wanted to show you guys something real quick that I do every month. And so since today's May 1st, I went ahead and pulled out my dessert cups. So if you're diamond painting or walking or driving, be careful, but go ahead and look up if you can. But yeah, I have one of these for every month. Not all of them are completed. I have about 3 months, like October, November, no, October's done. November, December, and January, I think, are the ones that are not complete. So I still have more to do. But I just have this frame I got from Amazon. And these dessert cups came from FG Normal. And I got the whole pack, all 12 months, and I love them. So every month I just, and I have a little easel that I just set the frame on. And then every month I see my current dessert cup. So I love them. They're super cute. And May is flowers. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys that before we got into my WIP. So again, WIP, a WIP and Chat. For those of you that are new or maybe not even new, but just, I remember the first time I heard a WIP and Chat, it was Rachel Ray's WIP and Chat. And I was very confused. I'm like, what is this? I didn't know it was going to be more of a catch up on her life and personal things. I loved it and I totally fell in love with WIP and Chats. They're my favorite video to make. So yeah, we're just gonna hang out for an hour or so, maybe a little less. I have about an hour. It's 4:16 in the afternoon for me. And my daughter Lou has a haircut appointment at 5:30, but it's right across the street in the shopping center. Like we could walk there. So, but I have an hour. So I wanted to make sure I sat down with you guys and hung out. So I'm gonna diamond paint. You guys go ahead and pull out your diamond painting if you want to diamond paint with me, or like this morning I took my dogs for a walk and I listened to a WIP and Chat and it took a whole hour. So it was a great way to, keep me company, keep my mind off of exercising. So use me however you want to. I'm just happy that you're here. So, but yes, how is everybody out there? Everybody's listening. How are you? Make sure you let me know. Let me know what you did during this time, if you don't mind, just down in the comments. And yeah, make sure and let me know how you are. I always like to make sure I ask you guys that right off the bat because I really truly mean it and I want to know how you are. I've formed a lot of friendships in the community and I want to form more. So that's how you form a relationship with someone, right? Is just, getting to know them week after week. So that's what I want to do here. All right, let's talk about what I'm working on. I'm just now realizing I don't have the sticker sheet. So let me grab that. I don't want to pause, so I'm just going to keep y'all going. Okay, it was just right across from me in the cabinet. I've got my little project bag here that I'm using for all my things. Sorry if I shook the table. And if you hear any licking or snoring, two of my three dogs are here. So, and if y'all have been here before, Ollie, my little Frenchie, is a big snorer, and he normally goes right. Oh, I think I already hear him. Let's see. Yep, he's already got the snores going. He was just awake a minute ago. All right, so I went ahead and kept the sticker sheets. We'll just look at one. This is Beachcomber's Bounty. This is my first week that you've seen this. I did start working on it last week, so I missed you guys. I didn't do a WIP and Chat last week, and we'll talk about why and what was going on. But I've already completed the bottom row of this painting, and it's a big one. So right now this is the orientation that I have the painting in. But a little bit of history about me. We lived in Santa Cruz for a couple of years out in California, a block from the beach. We were so lucky. And I became obsessed with beach combing and in particular sea glass, which you can see some pieces right there. There's like a green one, there's the blue one. So when I saw this painting, I was like, I have to have it. But I have jars and jars and jars of sea glass. And I loved the hunt. The waves would come in, wash back out, and just, you never knew what you were gonna find. And some of them were rare, different colors. I also started an Etsy shop where I sold sea glass jewelry, wine charms, necklaces, you name it. I was selling it. So yeah, it's a really fond memory for me and something special. So I couldn't wait to do this. So again, Beachcomber's Bounty. It's by Amy Stewart. It is a square. It's a big one, y'all. This is probably going to be the biggest one I've ever completed. A 98 by 70 in centimeters. Fuji Flora right now is on my wall. I'm actually looking at it. And if you've seen my lives, you've probably seen it in the background. But I want this to replace Fuji Flora because this is just a tad bit bigger. And I think Fuji Flora was the biggest one that I've done to date. So yes, I am using, I did get the enhancement pack from DP with Sparklers. So I won't show you all the things because it might be proprietary, but actually you can just pull this off their website. So it's not proprietary, but here's like all the different changes that they wanted me to make, but it's an enhancement kit that you buy. So very, very excited. It's my first time to ever have one of these, and I'll have all this stuff linked down below if you're interested. DP with Sparklers, Timo over there, and Cheryl are awesome people. I've met them both in person, and I'm really having a great time with some of the enhancements. Like if you want to look up, I don't really enhance much, really nothing. I just use whatever comes with the kit, some of the ABs. But up here, you've got like some, I don't know the name of all these, I forget, but I've got some jellies in here, some ones that have like a gold on top. Yeah, so it's been really fun to use a different sorts of drills that I'm not used to, special drills. So I won't really show you the whole thing because it's kind of hard to see, but let's see. I'll start. Okay, so I always start at the bottom left, almost like reading a book, right? But I start at the bottom and I just do square by square by square. And I did post a picture on Instagram today of my progress, but I'll just kind of give y'all a quick little skim. So look at all the green right here. It's so beautiful with all these sparklers. I think they're called sparklers. And then this blue over here. We're gonna keep going. Move my Elizabeth Wards down. And it just keeps going. It keeps going and going and going. Here's like, looks like some wood right here. There's a brown. And then we're almost there. I'm gonna move the rest over here, and that's the end. So yes, I have really been plugging away. Being retired / unemployed definitely has something to do with it. I'm sure. I don't know how long I've been out of work now. 2 weeks. 2 weeks tomorrow, because I left on a Thursday. So yeah, for me it'll be 2 weeks. So that's why I've gotten so much done. Plus we had some like rainy, yucky days, and I just kind of like stayed put and diamond painted. So yes, it's good. I'm glad to be back. I just have to try to, balance everything and not, let this be all I do all day long, because that's not good either. Everything in moderation, right? So actually, I just dropped my putty that I was going to show y'all that I'm using. Let me grab it. I'm just a mess, y'all. I am a mess today. Okay. So let's talk about what else I'm going to be using today and what my accessories are. So I did show you the diamond painting, and that's from Diamond Art Club, by the way. And I'm not sure if it's in stock still, but go check it out. I'll have it, like I said, I'll have it linked down below. My putty that I'm using, Hawaiian Beach Babe. Thought it fit, the painting perfectly. This is from Putty Crocker's Boutique and More. So she did send this to me a while back, and I had not used it yet, and it smells delicious. Let me show you. I'll have her link down below. Look at these cute, like, release papers that she has. And it's got this beautiful, almost like tequila sunrise kind of. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like sunscreen. So that's my putty that I'm using. Now I use putty in my multi-placer, and then I use the micro glue dots in my single placer. And if you're not familiar with micro glue dots, which I'm sure most of you are, you can get them off of Amazon or Hobby Lobby or Joann's. It's just these little tiny little clear little dots. And I just stuff two and a half, sometimes 3, but about 2.5 in my single placer, and then dirty it up a little bit, kind of get it dirty on your shirt. And that's what I have in here. So, all right, let's talk about my other things. I've got this Trinket tray. This is from Lexi Sparkle Crafts. I love her. She makes resin Trinket trays, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Of course, I thought this one was a perfect one for the beach theme. It's got like the shells in there. Of course, it's customized with my name. I think she has these on her, I'm not sure if her shop is even open or her shop's open right now, but I'll have her link down below, of course, so go check her out. But I think she has these, I think they're called a Shay tray. So it's ones that you can get customized with your name on them. So go check her out. Love that. And it holds all my little goodies. So my pins, this is from Leopard Leatherworks. They are friends of mine and they're awesome. They're awesome people. So go check them out too. They do hand-turned pens. This was a gift from them and I'm loving it. I don't know the turnstile, but go check them out. They've got a YouTube channel. They have a Facebook group and excuse you. Sorry that I don't know if I'm going to edit that out or not. He's chewing on a bone. He just like hacks all of a sudden. That was Ollie. Ollie's normally the one that makes all the noises. He's so gross. Farts, snores, burps. I guess he's awake again. But yeah, this is from Leopard Leatherworks. I thought it was a really fun pen. This is just a white, plastic multi-placer. It's a 7-placer. And again, it's got that putty in there that I showed you guys. And then here's just a brass tip that you get with the pens. And it's got those micro glue dots. This pen I thought was just perfect for this painting. This was a gift from one of my subscribers and my friends. Yeah, so if you're watching, you know it's you. So thank you so much. I love this pen. It's on the thicker side, which I like because if I want to kind of switch it up a little bit. And let's see, we've got a 7 in here. So I'm definitely going with the 7 placers. Not a lot of color blocking, a lot of confetti. So I really haven't needed a big multi-placer. And again, it's got like all the shells in there. Yes. And I'll have to look and see. I think I remember what shop she got this from. So I'll have it linked down below. But it's so pretty. It's like the sand and the water and the shells suspended in there. So, and then of course I've got tweezers, my stabby tweezers from Diamond Art Club. And then I decided to go with the blue ceramic cutter and we're actually going to use it in a second to peel back a new section. And then I decided to go with an orange tray, kind of goes with the theme. This is a Munimade tray. It's a 3D printed tray. It comes in different sizes. I like the smaller ones. The big ones are a little too big for me, especially with, not a whole lot of confetti or not a whole lot of color blocking. So I thought this would go good. So this is working out. And then I have 2 Elizabeth Wards going because there's so many colors. Yeah, I'm just loving all these special drills that I'm using. Super fun. There are 73 colors and I still have a little bit of room over here. So if I need to move everything, I just kind of throw everything in here. But yeah, a lot of browns and oranges so far, kind of at the bottom for like the sand. What else? I've got my little trash tray. This is from Amazing Crafts. It came with another Trinket tray. No, this came separate actually. It's a cover miter. It's just a little trash pot. It's resin. And that's all I've had so far. Yeah, not very much. And actually I see some round ones in there, probably from ones I just found on the floor. But yeah, minimal trash. So what else? We talked about putty, pens, Trinket trays, dime painting trays. All right. I think we're off, y'all. Off to the races. Okay. This is kind of going to be a quick and dirty one. I don't know about being quick, but it's going to be dirty. Not dirty in the sense of, y'all, come on now. Get back on track. Dirty as far as what I didn't take notes and I'm kind of just, a mess today. So where do we begin? Like I said, I missed you guys because I did not do a whip and chat last week. So, all right. I normally, like I said, start at the left and go down, but I don't want to scoot my painting all the way down. So for sake of the video, we're going to go crazy, y'all. We're just going to go rogue here. I think I'm just going to pick, I never do this. I'm doing this for y'all. I think we're just going to pick a random square right here and peel it back and just work on it, right? We can do this. We can change it up a little bit. So what I do is I've got the Simply Gilded washi tape. I've got the thicker one. I forget the size. And I've got a thinner one going this way because I had a lot of washi tape to use. I didn't want to run out. But I just kind of poke it in there first. And it won't cut the canvas. I've pressed down really hard. And I just kind of follow along the washi tape. It just kind of guides me down. And boop. And I normally don't have to do both sides because I'm normally working from one side. But okay. And it just cuts right through. And then this is where the tweezers come in handy. Because I just can kind of pick up that piece right there. Whoa. I don't want to pick up the tape. The washi tape. I want to pick up. Oh. Well, y'all. Is it going to work for me? Of course, whenever you're filming. Okay, there we go. I want to make sure I had some plastic. Oh, this is so satisfying. Oh, I love peeling back a fresh square. It's very satisfying. I'm not using a cover minder. I don't know. They're more for looks for me. I just kind of, it holds it back pretty good just by, pressing down and folding it. So I actually forgot to grab one. Yeah, I guess I haven't been using one. I think I've been cutting it off and not even having it flapping because I'm finishing, the squares aren't very big. So, all right, let's grab a color. We're gonna go with H. Now, of course, this says 321 on here, but I replaced it with the ones from DP with sparklers. So they've got like a gold film on top of them. So there's something different. But I just, kept the DAC label on there. So, but yeah, they're really pretty. I don't know if you can see those. It's like red and gold. It's been really fun to use different drills that I've never used before and that were specific for this. So, all right, which pen should we go with? We're gonna go with my Leopard Leatherworks pen. We'll start with the thin one. We'll see if I remember to switch over. Hi, how are you guys? Oh my goodness, I've missed you guys so much. I've been continuing to do my lives, so I still get to see you over there, but we haven't really had like an intimate, just, like sit down, the whip and chats. I've kind of been, they haven't been as frequent and on a regular basis as they were before, so I apologize for that. I really, was proud of myself for always kind of being consistent with those. And I just feel like I've been a little off lately, but I know, things happen and I can't beat myself up over it. So, I know you guys understand and, things happen. So, I did not do a whip and chat last week because my, all right, so let's start there. Okay. So my husband was in China for 3 weeks and he got home, let's see, a week ago. Yeah. And yeah, he got home a week ago and it was, he had planned a date night for us. And that date night was going to be on Tuesday night. And I normally film my whip and chats on Wednesdays. So, but let me back it up. Hold on a second before I start that story. Let's back it up even further. I forgot. This is the hard part about not filming in 2 weeks. You have to remember like 2 weeks worth and try to put it in some kind of order. And I didn't take notes, so this is going to be tricky. So just bear with me, hang in there with me. Just kind of go with me if you can. Remember in my last whip and chat, I told y'all about the hormone therapy, the pellets that my doctor had recommended. I had those put in, and I don't think we've talked since then. This work gets a little tricky sometimes because I do weekly vlogs for my Patreons and my YouTube members, which, by the way, if you're listening and you're one of those folks, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't thank you guys enough. I know I've got a slide at the end of my videos that thanks y'all with your names, but my Patreons and my members are like my family, we are tight, y'all. It's a very, very tight group. So, and I really appreciate their support and I love them. Anyways, they keep me going. So I tell them stories and I'm like, wait, did I tell them or did I tell you? But I think how we left it was I had scheduled. So let's see, the pellets. I was nervous because it was going to be, cutting and blood and all that. And my husband's like, just tell him not to show you any blood and just, tell her you're not okay with that and just kind of look away and make sure they don't show you anything. And I was like, okay. It wasn't even bad. It was not even bad. I had myself so worked up. I was so worked up that I actually left my purse and with my wallet at home because that's how distracted, nervous. I was a mess. Now I hate giving blood. And to me, I don't know if this was going to be worse than that, but I knew there was going to be a shot involved, to numb it. And then there's going to be a knife to cut open, and they do it in your hip and they stuff these little, basically it's testosterone that they're giving me or that they gave me. Which, by the way, let's see. Today's Wednesday for me. In 2 days, it will be 2 weeks since I had it done. And she said it would take about 2 weeks to kick in. I'm not really feeling any different yet, to be honest with you, which is kind of a bummer, but maybe I just need to get, it hasn't been a full 2 weeks yet. So the other bummer part is insurance didn't cover them. So I don't know if it's something I'll continue. I guess I need to just give it time and see if they actually work, because they weren't cheap. So I hope they just didn't stuff some Pez, some Pez in my butt and my hip and take my money, I was like, did these actually work? Maybe I'm one of those people they don't work for. I don't know. So that's kind of that. Yeah. So it's been interesting. Hold on a second. My phone's ringing. Hi, I'm back. Good morning. It's actually a Thursday morning now. Y'all, 1 minute. We're talking on Wednesday around 4, I think it was 4 o'clock, 4:30, and the next thing you know, I get a phone call and it's like, whoops, yeah, didn't get a chance to finish. So, yeah, so my daughter Lou had a hair appointment scheduled for 5:30, and I mentioned that to y'all that I had about an hour to film before I needed to go take her to that. Well, they called, that was them that was calling, and they said that the girl had finished her previous appointment early, and could we come in? So I'm glad I answered the phone. I almost didn't answer it because I didn't recognize the number, but it was a local number, and I was like, well, maybe it's one of their schools or something, because I could tell it was, you know, one of our cities, and I was like, well, so I answered it, and I mean, I'm glad I did. So we went over there, and y'all, oh my gosh, I'll get back to what I was talking about in a second. I just wanted to let you know, we got there at 4:30. We didn't get done till 9. Yeah, I sat in a hair salon. I should have brought my paint gems in with me now that I'm thinking back on it. I sat there for what, 4.5 hours, 4.5 hours. Oh, yeah, it was her first time to get her hair colored, or highlighted, I should say, and then a haircut. And it just took a while. So yeah, okay, but I'm back. It is, let's see, I just dropped her off at school. It's 8:03 in the morning. So let's get back to it and get this up for y'all. I kind of hoped that I would finish it Wednesday night. But yeah, hello. It's Thursday, May 2nd. So as soon as we get done here, I'll process the video and try to get it uploaded to YouTube and out to y'all as soon as possible. So, all right. So where do we leave off at? The pellets, I think. Oh, by the way, grab something to drink. I forgot to tell y'all yesterday. I think I was drinking water, but now we've moved on to coffee. Yeah, so got some coffee. This is one of my, I don't want to tip it too hard. I was probably making y'all very nervous seeing an open coffee cup over a dime painting. But I don't know if you can see, but it says Shanghai right here. It's one of those Starbucks cups that, different cities, because we lived over in China for 3 years. So we would collect all the different Starbucks cups from our travels. All right, so the pellets, I think, is where we left off at. Yeah, tomorrow will be 2 weeks, and I haven't really noticed anything. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it just takes a little bit longer, or maybe I need to change something else. Maybe my diet's not great. Nope, it's not great, y'all. I love chili, anything with tortilla chips, anything I can dip like I'll do a bowl of chili and I'll dip tortilla chips in it. Any kind of bowls, soup, chicken tortilla soup. If I can dip a tortilla chip in it, I'm there. So yeah, I don't have the best of diets. But last night when I got back from the hair, I finished that. Sorry, y'all, I'm jumping around. I did finish a little bit of I did diamond painting for like 30 minutes and then I went to bed. All right, so the pellets. Yes, so I haven't noticed anything yet. But as far as getting them, not too bad. The worst part was the lidocaine. I think that's what it's called. The numbing, that it hurt pretty good. It burned. And if I've already told y'all this story, I'm so sorry. I just don't remember. I feel like I already told the story, but I don't know. Maybe I haven't. How do y'all put up with me? How do you put up with me? That I don't know. I ask myself that sometimes. I'm like, why do people want to sit around and listen to me? I'm a mess, y'all. I don't make any sense sometimes. I'm just, who knows? But we're here and we're doing this together, right? I'm here, you're here, we're hanging out. If you can hear my voice, I love you. And I know y'all love me back. I definitely feel it. So, all right. All right, so that was the pellets. All right, so that was Friday. So then we did the weekend. He came home Saturday. I picked him up from the airport like Saturday night. So he had a date night scheduled for us. That's what I was going to get to, our date night. Date night was Tuesday. And the only thing he told me is that we needed to be ready to go around 4:15. And I was like, okay. And the only other clue he gave me was we're doing dinner. And it's in downtown Dallas somewhere, which is about an hour from us, 45 minutes or so. Dinner and something after. And you made it sound like a show. And I was like, a movie, I'm thinking? But y'all, this is a school night, right? Lou had school the next day. I had to wake up early. Now, thank God I didn't have to go to work. So that was good because I was hurting the next day. So we leave about 4:15. And I just put jeans on and like a nice shirt and like some cute little, shoes, some little boots. Were they boots? No, they were at heels, like open-toed heels. So, yeah, we set out and we're going to Dallas, and I have no idea where we're going. It was really, really fun to have like a surprise date night. And he did all this. He arranged all this from China. And so we get to a really hoity-toity, like, you know, uppity part of Dallas where all these like Pottery Barn and all these stores are at. And I'm like, there are some restaurants down there, but I was like, I don't recognize any of these. And he did tell me we've never been there before. And he said it's somewhat new. And I was like, okay, I have no clue. I don't know what's going on in downtown Dallas. I'm not a city girl. We live in the burbs, so I don't really know what's going on. And so we pull up, we park, and we're walking towards, and I'm thinking that I've got it figured out, but I'm like, no. So we're walking towards a store, a furniture store. It's called Restoration Hardware. If you're familiar with it, you'll know, but it's kind of like it's Pottery Barn-ish. It's that same kind of style, kind of expensive, you know, furniture. And we're walking towards that store, and it's a big building, like a two or three story building. And I said to him, I'm just joking. I was like, is there a restaurant in Restoration Hardware? And he goes, yep. I'm like, you're joking. And I was just kidding. He goes, no, that's where we're going. I'm like, what? It was the coolest place. They had a rooftop restaurant, and it was nice, but not too nice. So they had burgers on the menu. They had fries, but they were like truffle fries. So it's like you felt like you were getting a really, you know, nice, and it was really cool. It had these really cool light fixtures, and it was really pretty. We didn't sit outside. It was all enclosed, but they did have outside seating as well. But it was kind of windy. And so, yeah, we sat inside. We had the reservations. We got there about 5:15, and they were supposed to be there at 5, but it was fine. They weren't busy. You know, it was a Wednesday. It was a Tuesday night. So, but yeah, we went there and got a bottle of wine. Yes, we shared a bottle of wine. I probably drank more than he did, but because it's one of my favorite wines ever. It's called Silver Oak, and it's a special occasion wine for sure. So I did that, and then we did a couple appetizers. We did some shrimp cocktail and some like artichoke hearts or something. Really good. And then we split a steak, and then we had a side of broccolini. So yeah, it was a really, really nice dinner. And then I didn't know what we were doing afterwards, but I had kind of guessed it beforehand, and I didn't know I had. I was just curious. So what happened was, Lou, my 11-year-old, is dying to go to her first concert. She's never been to a concert, so I've been on the hunt for the right one for her. You know, maybe like Billie Eilish or Olivia Rodrigo or something like that, right? So I've been kind of looking to see who's coming to Dallas. Well, a day or two before this date night, I think it was like the day before, I gotten an email from one of the concert things around here, and so I was like, oh, let me check it out. And I was going down the list of dates and people that are coming into town, and I did see a particular artist coming into town, and they were going to be in Dallas the night of our date night. And I was like, no. He's really good. And I'm like, there's just no way. I mean, that's just not that. I doubt that's where we're going. That would just be like too good, right? Too good to be true. Yo, I guessed it. We're at dinner, and I said something to Lou, because I'm like, Lou, because I didn't want to tell my husband yet, because I didn't want to like spoil a surprise. But I told Lou that day, I was like, you know what? I think I know where Dad and I might be going, but I might be wrong. I'm like, but here's what I think. And I told her, and she's like, no, I love him. I want to go. And I'm like, you do like him? And I had no idea. And my husband and I didn't even know that she liked him and that she knew who he was. I'll tell you who he is in just a second. So so when we're at dinner, I actually told my husband, I'm like, so I think I told Lou, I said, but I think I might know, I have a guess of where we're going, but I didn't want to like spoil the surprise. And so he goes, where do you think we're going? And I said, well, I was looking for concert tickets for her and House of Blues in Dallas. Tonight only, one night, is Benson Boone. Benson Boone, y'all, if you're not familiar with him, he's a young guy. I think he's like 21. I didn't know how young he was until I saw him. He sings the song. It's very popular on the radio and stuff. It's called Beautiful Things. And he was on American Idol. And I don't know much about him. I only know that one song, to be honest with you. That's the only one I know. And so I told my husband that, and he goes, I don't know. I guess we'll see. And he was a real nonchalant. I was like, I know. I'm like, but I doubt that's who it is, because that would just be like, I don't know how you'd pull that off. I mean, that's just, yeah. Because my husband had just sent me like that song saying, you know, he loves that song and he thinks, you know, something about us. And I was like, there's no way he was able to make that happen. That's just like, no. And that was like a couple of days before that. So y'all, after dinner, we get our car, we're heading somewhere and I don't know where we're going. We're getting closer and closer and I see the House of Blues sign and I'm like, get the F out of here. No way. I was like, are you serious? And he just kind of starts smiling. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, it was actually sold out, but it wasn't cheap, but I made it happen. I was like, you are kidding me. I was like, oh my gosh. So then I found out, you know, that's where we were going. So sure enough, sure as shit, we got to see Benson Boone. But the story gets better, y'all. If that wasn't enough. So we valeted the car because we've never been there. Well, I've been there once before. It had been years ago, but I saw Usher there. Yes, y'all. I saw Usher, House of Blues. It's like an intimate, you know, a smaller venue. So it's really cool because you get to see artists, you know, up close, a lot closer than like some of the bigger ones. I remember seeing Usher there, but it had been like, you know, over 20 years since I'd been there. So, and my husband had never been there before. So we didn't really know all the different parking lots and the best thing to do. So he's like, let's just valet. I was like, all right, we valet and we're thinking we're good to go. Well, no, we had to walk. We had to find the end of the line to get in. And it was wrapped around down a street, past several parking lots. We had to walk quite a ways. He had got general admission tickets for us. I guess the way they have this set up there is there's general admission, which is just standing in front of the stage. And then there's VIP tables right behind that where you can sit. And you have like a waitress and everything. So we had to find the end of the line to be able to get in. And we were there about an hour beforehand. And so we're trying to find the end of the line. We finally find it, and it's pretty far, but the weather was nice. It was just a little windy, but it was nice out. So we get there, and I got these heels on, which, you know, it's like, oh gosh, I feel like a baby giraffe. I'm not used to wearing them. So we get there, get to the end of the line, and there's this, the people in front of us, there was a mother, looked like a mother and daughter combo. And we didn't say much at first, but then I don't remember how we started talking. I know what it was. A security guard or something from the venue from House of Blues was going down the line telling everybody something. And she was like, yeah, I've never seen it this busy before. I've never seen the line this long. And we're like, oh my God. We all kind of look at each other and kind of laugh. We're like, oh, that's not good. This is general admission. It's like, you know, standing room only for most of these folks. How are they all going to like fit us in there? And so we were kind of laughing at that. And so we struck up a conversation with the mom and her daughter, and super, super sweet people. We had so much fun talking to them. Come to find out, and we jokingly said to them, I wonder if there's any VIP, because we were talking about, you know, how many people were in line. If there was any, we wonder if there was going to be any VIP tables available. And she's like, yeah, we should totally split one and go halvesies. And we all were like, yeah, we totally would. And we're like, oh, I'm sure there's none available. So that's kind of how we left it. So we were talking the whole time in line. We had a good hour to talk to them. Come to find out, her daughter's 13. And, you know, I have an 11-year-old, and we were kind of talking about that and how jealous she was going to be about, you know, the fact that she couldn't come. And then we found out they live near us. They just moved into town about 6 months ago. And y'all, we're in Dallas, so they could have lived anywhere. They live just like 10 minutes from us, 10, 15 minutes, the next city over. And they're new in town. Like I said, 6 months. They've traveled abroad like we had. So we had so much in common. And a lot of people that have lived overseas for work and everything and been an expat, sometimes it's hard for some folks that have never done it to kind of get it. And you kind of bond with people that have done it. So we were like talking about that and about traveling and all the places we've been. And so we totally hit it off. And we're getting closer to the door. And I was like thinking to myself, man, I hope I see them inside, because it would be really cool to like get her number and like, you know, maybe hang out or something, you know, because they're fairly new and they live near us, and maybe the daughters, you know, our kids could get to, who knows? I thought she was really, really nice, and I thought we hit it off. So we go inside and we're like, bye, nice talking to you. And they walk off. So I go to the bathroom, and my husband goes to the bar and gets us a couple drinks. So I come out of the bathroom, he comes out from the bar, and we kind of meet, and we're in the back of the place, and we're like, okay, there's two different ways to go in. There's the left and there's the right to get down to the stage. And so we were going to go to the left and start to go down, but that's where most of the people were heading, because that was like the closest from the stairs when you walk in. And so he stopped us and he's like, wait, let's go on the other side. I don't think it'll be as busy. We might have more room over there and a better chance of finding a good spot to stand. I was like, all right. So because he made that decision, we ran into the mother and daughter again, because get this, we went to the back of the place, and we had to go around the back of the bar and behind the VIP area to go into the other side of the stage. Because we did that, we're walking, and all of a sudden we look up and we see the mother and daughter, and they are sitting at a table. They got a VIP, they got a seat, a table, and there was 2 seats left. And they were like, oh my gosh. And we're like, did y'all get a table? And they're like, yeah, and there's 2 more seats. If y'all want to go halvesies on us, join us. There's a bartender, and we have a waitress, and there's seating. And we're like, my husband and I look at each other, we're like, okay. So we sat down with them. We had the best time. And she was like, I'm so sorry I crashed your date night. I'm like, no, it was fun. The opening act was really good. We just had the best time. So while we're standing there talking before the concert, or sitting there talking before the concert starts, come to find out, we're talking about jobs and about what she does. She works from home, and I was telling her about how I just, had quit my job just a few days before that and was, looking for something. And she's like, she goes, let me double check. She goes, we actually have a marketing specialist position opened where I work, and it's a work from home job. It's a contract job, like an 8-month contract. But she goes, I can send you the link if you want to apply for it. I was like, yeah. So she sends me the link, and I'm just like blown away by the whole night. And I was looking at my husband, and I'm like, is this, he goes, some things are just meant to be. I was like, I guess so. It just kept, one thing after another, just kept feeling like it was, the stars were aligning or something. It just was so weird. So she sent me the job, and I looked at it, and it sounds great. I was like, okay, I can do that. So I need to update my resume, and that's actually what I'm going to do after I do this. I was going to do it last night, but I got so tired after taking her to that long-ass hair appointment. But what we did was on Sunday, this past Sunday, so I gave her daughter and Lou got each other's numbers, and they had been talking. And so they made plans for this past Sunday to meet at a trampoline park near us that her daughter had never been to. And so, we met up, and Mom and I got to sit there and hang out and chat for like almost 3 hours while the girls jumped on trampolines and all the things. And she's so nice, you guys. I made a new friend. I think I made a new friend. So yeah. And we were talking, and she's like, by the way, about that job. I'm like, I know I need to get my resume together. I'm like enjoying like retirement too much and just like slacking off and diamond painting. And I did tell her about my channel and about diamond painting, and she had never heard of it before. So she said, I would try it. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to get her a small one and see if she likes it. And I'm going to tell her, no, I won't be offended if you don't like it. It's kind of a niche thing. Niche or niche. I don't know. Anyways, it's just, it's not everybody's jam. But if we can convert another person, why not? So we were talking, and she's like, so about that job, I talked to the recruiter about it, and I've got somebody else that's interested in a different job. And we were talking about, would you be interested in or he's available to talk to you about the job, informally, just to have a call if you have any questions or anything. And I was like, yeah. So I actually reached out to her last night, and I was like, hey, I'm going to take you up on the offer to, can you connect the recruiter and I together, and I'll update my resume now, and I'll kind of get my butt in gear, So she's like, yeah, I'll contact him tomorrow, which is today. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So I haven't heard from him yet, but I need to get my resume going. Yeah. Yep. My husband and I did talk about the whole job thing, and, I've got the, end of school year is coming up. May 17th is the last day of school. So the kids have some school stuff, kind of going on the next few weeks. And then I have the retreat that I'm hosting with a few friends at the end of the month here in Texas. And that's been a big thing to plan for. And we've been planning it for over a year, and it's starting to really come down to the wire, and we've got to, plus I'll need those days off. So now's not the right time to jump into a new job. But, I was telling her when we were at the trampoline park, I was telling her about the retreat, and I was like, so I'm kind of not sure about getting a new job yet. So she goes, well, all this stuff takes time. I'm like, you're right. We're already in May. it could take a few weeks before I even, and she goes, just let them know that you need that time off if it does end up moving that fast. But yeah, so it's kind of where we're at. Fun night. But to kind of bring it back to what my whole point was, that's why I didn't do a whip and chat last week. Yeah, because Wednesday, y'all, I'm going to be 50 in September. And maybe it's age, I don't know, but I cannot hang like I used to as far as the next day after drinking and staying up late. Oh my gosh, we did not get home because it took forever to get our car out of the valet, by the way. That was probably a bad idea to valet the car. We didn't get home till like after midnight. And then plus the drinking and everything, I was down for the count Wednesday and some of Thursday. It took me a couple days to like get back to feeling normal. I couldn't drink coffee on Wednesday. My stomach was like, nope, not doing it. I just did not feel right. But I had a lot to drink. So I was like, okay, yeah. So, and I didn't have wine for a couple days. I was like, I can't do it. Nope. Stomach's like not having it. But, yeah, it was so, and then my parents came into town for one night. They came into town Thursday night of that week because they were, going on a trip the next day, and they were going to be leaving out of, Dallas, out of our airport here. So they were just doing a quick little, one night stay with us, and they left super early the next morning. So we went out to dinner that night. That was Thursday night. And yeah, I kind of feel like once Friday rolls around, it's too late for a whip and chat at that point. But yeah, so let's talk about, I'm trying to think, what I've been kind of watching since I've been unemployed or retired. I don't know what we want to call it. Back to stay-at-home mom life for a bit. It's been good. I've been watching some TV. I have been trying to, take advantage of this time because I feel like I kind of, didn't do the most with it when I was home before. So I have been trying to be more mindful of my time. So that I'm lucky that I do get to be home right now for a bit. So I am I'll walk the dogs every day. For the most part, I try to walk them almost every day. I walk them a couple miles. So I take each dog, we've got 3 dogs. So I take each dog around the neighborhood twice, and it equals out to about a little over 2.5 miles. So I try to do that several days a week during the week. I did it yesterday, but I didn't do it the day before. So I'm kind of hit or miss, but I'm trying. So I'm trying to exercise a little bit more, get some stuff done around the house if I can. I have a little to-do list going. So I'm just trying because I know, this isn't going to last forever. And I kind of feel like when I was working, I'm like, man, I had all that time to do this, and that, and I never did anything. So I'm trying to be more mindful of it. So, but what I've been watching, couple things. I was talking to my mom and dad when they were here that night at dinner, and we always talk about shows and stuff because they always have good recommendations. And they recommended The Jinx. So I don't know if y'all have seen it. Let me know if you have. It's on HBO, so it's Max, I think it is now. But it's the Robert Durst case. I did not remember anything about that case. What an interesting documentary. Now, I had to go back and watch the first season of it, the actual, it was 2015, an older, the actual Jinx, right? You watch that first, and then it kind of takes you into the new season. So it was season 1, and then there's a season 2. So I kind of had to go back a little bit for it to make sense so I could catch up on everything. But what an interesting story. I don't know if y'all are familiar with it, but I'd definitely go recommend it. It's good. Crazy how this guy kept getting away with stuff. Yeah, pretty crazy. So I watched that, over a week. And then, and I was also talking to my folks about Palm Royale, and that's on Apple TV. And that's been really good. I thought I was done because my parents were like, have you watched that? I'm like, yeah, I watched it all. I'm done. And they're like, what do you mean you're done? You've watched them all? You've watched the most recent one? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, I ended it. I finished watching it a couple days ago. And they're like, no, a new one came out tonight. And I was like, a new one? Y'all, I thought I had watched the entire show. I didn't know. I just thought I binge watched the whole thing. I didn't know it was one of those deals where new episodes were going to be coming out weekly. So, so that was exciting. I thought I was done with it. I really liked that show. It's got Kristen Wiig, and it's kind of staged back in the is it 50s, 60s? I don't know, something like that, but really, really cool. It's like, it reminds me of like a soap opera. It's got Ricky Martin in it. It's really good. So, yeah, so yesterday and the day before that, last couple days, I finished watching those last few episodes. So I think I'm caught up on that now. But yeah, if y'all have any recommendations for any shows, not that I should be watching TV, but sometimes I'll sit, like when I'm diamond painting or if I'm eating lunch or something, I'll, put on something for a little bit. But yeah, I don't know how long we've been going. It's 25 minutes right now. I don't know how much the first clip was, but we might be at about an hour. I don't know. But I need to get my resume, y'all. I need to let y'all go, and I need to get my resume going. Stat. I've been putting it off. I don't know why. It's not something fun I really want to do, right? But I don't want to miss out on this job. This is the one for me. I'm a little leery of like jumping back into something so quick, like the first one that's been, that's come available again, that could be an opportunity. I'm like, I did that before and look what happened. Oh my gosh, speaking of my last job, so funny, you guys. Last night when I was sitting at the hair salon, my Apple Watch, I got an Indeed message. I actually took a screenshot and I sent it to my husband. And I got an Indeed message, Indeed jobs, and it's like, there's a marketing specialist opening at this doctor's office, and you'd be a perfect fit based on your profile. It was my last job, y'all. I laughed so hard when I saw that. So obviously they're looking again for somebody new. And it said my profile was a perfect fit. I was like, yep, nope. And so I thought that was funny. I sent it to him. My husband was laughing. I was like, no, we're not doing that again. But I don't know. This one might not even they might not even pick me. So it might not even work out. But I'm just like, I'm a little, but work from home. I've never done that before. That could be kind of fun. So yeah. I gotta go do that. And then what else do I have to do today? I've got a laundry list of stuff, just little things, I even have things written on there like, so I went to the grocery store yesterday and that was good. Spent way too much money. Why are things so expensive now? My gosh. My husband's even like, would you buy at the store that cost this amount? And I was like, food, drinks, I don't know. Might have been some wine in there too, but come on. But yeah, everything is just crazy expensive right now. Yep. Let's see. Let's talk about future stuff. So my lives, I think I'll go live. I don't know why I wouldn't. You know how I am, y'all. I'm like, But yeah, Sunday, if y'all are new and don't know what I'm talking about, I do normally go live. I do a live stream on Sundays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So whether you've been there before or you've never been, join us. They're always a ton of fun. And we just talk about random things. You never know. And you don't have to say anything. You can just diamond paint and listen in the background. You could lurk and work, or you can join the fun. So yeah, totally up to you. Whatever you feel comfortable with. But yeah, I think I'll go live. I don't think we have any plans this Sunday. So yeah, look for that. I'll definitely, put the thumbnail up, try to do it the day before. So to give you a little bit of time so you know it's coming. But yep, I did pretty good on the square. I got this I'm not sure what's what in this painting. There's so many different things going on. There's shells and rocks and sea glass and sand and yeah. So sometimes when you're up close like this, it's hard you gotta step back and go, okay, I think I know what this is. But yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed this. Hopefully you either got some diamond painting done, chores, exercise, like I said, you can treat these things like a podcast. But yeah, I just like to hang out with you guys. I always miss these when I don't get a chance to do them. Y'all are like my free therapy because I don't have a therapist. So it feels good just to kind of just get it off your chest, talk it out. And y'all make sure and tell me how you are, okay? Let me know down in the comments how you are. I normally don't do this, but I thought it'd be fun maybe to start doing it. I know some other creators do it, but maybe I can ask for an emoji in the comments from everybody that's listened. So I know you made it and you stuck with me the whole time. I don't know if there's a shell. I think there is, right? Some beachy, yeah, give me a beachy, because since we just started on this one this week, we might be seeing this for a while. So I may not continue to do it, every week. I may switch it up a little bit, But for right now, we might see this for the next week or two. So, but yeah, give me down like in the comments, put like some kind of emoji of a beach, a wave, a shell, the sun, anything like that you think would fit this. So be creative. Yep. All right. I think that's going to be it for this one, y'all. Thanks again for hanging out with me. And if you're new, thanks again. Hopefully you come back. Sometimes you never know what you're going to get here. I mean, I try to be consistent, but I'm not always, but I just want to have a good time with you guys and hang out. That's what it's all about. So it's about fun for me. That's what I'm here for. And you know, some stories. But yes, if y'all enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up down below. They really do help. It pushes my videos out to some folks that maybe haven't found me yet, so that can join the community. And then, yes, subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. If you are new, subscribing is free. It doesn't cost anything. So just click on the subscribe button. And then after that, there's a notification bell. And if you click that bell, then you'll get notified whenever I post up any new videos. All right, I'm going to go update my resume. Wish me luck. Keep y'all posted on all that. I'm sure I'll have some more updates by the time next week rolls around. And I'll let you know if I really got it done and how things went. So, all right, love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys.